bad smell in the house, and water is leaking out in the house from different corners, right? So after investigating, you noticed that there is no proper drainage system in the house. In fact, there is no proper system to flush out the used water in that house. How do you feel? You feel disgusting because you know the consequences of that. If wastewater does not go out, it creates a lot of issues like bad smell, mosquitoes pile up, and it becomes the source of diseases for your family, right? Then you get angry at the owner. Why? Because the owner paid attention only to the water coming into the house and not paid attention on the water going out. My dear friends, what if that house is your body? What if the owner of that house is you? Let me make it simple for you. We are always focusing on what to eat and what not to eat, right? And we are not focusing enough on whether I'm removing all the waste from my body, right? So today you will learn about a very important organ inside your body considered as drainage system for your body, right? The organ that is responsible to remove the waste, and the most important organ that you have to consider for detoxification. Do you know what is that organ? Can anyone guess it? And the health of your entire body basically depends on this one organ of your body. What I'm talking about? Well, it's your colon, right? It's your large intestine, and some people call it as gut. All are the same, right? So today we will learn about the importance of your colon health, right? Then you will learn about two more detox techniques which are powerful to remove the garbage sitting inside the body and also improve the health of your colon, right? Let's understand colon or large intestine is the system to eliminate the waste from our body. When we eat any food, it will go through digestion process, right? How many of you remember when you eat food, food enters into the stomach, and this is where the entire breakdown of the food happens, and then it will go to the small intestine. This is where the 80% of the absorption of the nutrition happens, and then the waste goes to the large intestine, the colon, and this is where another 20% of the absorption happens, and then the remaining waste will form as a stool and it will be eliminated from the body, right? This is how it happens. So when the waste comes to the colon, colon is responsible to eliminate the waste from the body, right? Now you see, if you have any health problem today, chances are that you are carrying many months of food waste in your colon, right? When we eat processed, denatured, oily food, refined foods, or heavy foods like paratha, samosa, pakode, bread, biscuit, bature, bhujia, namkeens. So when we eat such denatured food, which is lack of fiber and enzymes, which is away from the form given by the nature, it is very difficult for your body to digest it, and many times it does not get fully eliminated from your body, right? And what happens inside the body? When all these waste, right, it leaves a coating on the inner walls of your colon, right? When it stay there for a long time, it creates a coating, just like plaster coat on the walls, right? As the time passes, as you can continue eating these heavy foods, right, processed, denatured, highly refined foods, what happens? This coating of waste becomes thicker and thicker and thicker over a period of time. And then guess what happens? This rotten waste causes fermentation in the colon, right? And over a period of time, it gets back into the system, that is our entire body, and it gives us various diseases, right? It literally leads to slow death for humans because the more toxins, the more waste is getting inside your body from the colon, right? It is actually destroying our health. So you may be thinking, how would this happen, right? You see, your colon's job, right? Your large intestine's job is to absorb and extract whatever the material passes through it, right? So when any of these undigested food comes into the colon, it always try to absorb the water in it, right? And when it's the water and the certain kinds of nutrients it absorbs, it will send it to the blood vessels, right? And then the blood vessels send it to the rest of your body. So obviously, if there is a old dirty pieces sticking to the walls of your intestine, what do you think your colon will absorb? That's no brainer, right? It will absorb those dirty particles called toxins, and it will transport those toxins to the rest of your body, including your organs, right? This gives rise to multiple health problems that we suffer today. So these toxins that stick in the colon don't just give us a disease, but they make us feeling tired, they reduce our energy levels, and they create lethargy, laziness, or feeling low energy in our body, right? Basically, there is a deep connection between your colon health and your mental health, right? Most people don't know it. Most people think that when you have any mental health problem, like not able to focus on things, feeling low energy, feeling fatigue, right? Low productivity, right? One of the major reason for all these things is unhealthy colon. So many of us say that I go to nature's call every day and my intestines must be clean, right? So most think that they don't have any constipation. But in reality, 90% of us are constipated somehow, right? Most of us, we go to the nature's call every day, but actually we eliminate only 50% of the waste, and we are left with the other 50% of the waste, which is stuck to colon and gets absorbed by the body and starts creating all these problems, right? I know all this can be a little technical to understand, but in short, my dear friends, if this waste is stored inside colon, your overall health cannot be good, right? You will experience one or the other health issues, including physical, mental, and emotional issues. Just understand this simple principle, because the health of your body depends on cleanliness of your colon, that is your large intestine. How many of you have heard that 90% of the diseases begin in the gut? In other words, gut is the source of 90% of the health issues. Now you understand the science behind it, right? So why my colon is not completely clean? You can ask for yourself. Let's understand the answer. When we give our bodies too much work to do, or when we give the food that is too hard to digest, it's not possible for our colon to evacuate everything, right? And why my colon is completely not clean? These are the top 5 reasons why colon is not clean. Number 1, eating fiber poor foods, which means eating foods that does not have fiber in it, right? Because we have been eating foods that are made out of refined grains, be it in the breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, whatever you eat. If you can consciously observe it, most of the foods we are eating are just made out of refined grains. So refined grain means fiber has been removed, right? So that is why we are getting this constipation and having a lot of toxins in the colon, unhealthy colon. So this is the first reason for majority of the people having this unhealthy colon. Number 2, not drinking enough water, right? Only when you drink enough water, the lubrication happens in your colon, which means the waste which is stuck in the colon will be moved, right? And it will be flushed out of your body. So when you drink more water throughout the day, it will help your colon to flush out the waste easily, right? That is why people who don't drink water, they will tend to have constipation, a lot of toxins will build up. That is why you see most of people get headaches, right? And feeling tired, fatigue, all these things because of not drinking enough water. That is why time and again I have been focusing in these 10 days. I've been telling you many times that drinking water is your first priority. Every 1 hour you should drink 1 glass of water, as simple as that. Number 3, reason number 3 is not having balanced nutrition, right? So we humans need to balance the nutrition, and we discussed about it in the previous session, right? Why we need to have protein, fat, fiber, and all those things, right? So somehow we need to balance the nutrition to give the body the right kind of nutrition, so that this nutrition will help your colon to do its work in a much better way, right? And the fourth one, the most important one, particularly people who live in urban life, right? So this is one of the major reason for having unhealthy colon, that is lack of movement or having a sedentary lifestyle, right? Desk job, no movement, no exercise, right? No walking. So if you are someone who has this sedentary lifestyle, then there is more chances of your colon is unhealthy, right? It is filled with the toxins, filled with the waste. So that is why including movement or physical activity in a day for at least 15 to 20 minutes is very, very important to have a clean colon, right? That will directly impact your health. And then finally, excess usage of medicines, right? Many people may be wondering, this is also one of the cause. Yes, people who have been using excessive medicine, what happens is the residual of that medicine, because the pharmaceutical medicine contains a lot of chemicals, right? There are certain chemicals that will be added to bond the important medicine. So these chemicals will leave a coating on your small intestine and large intestine. Over a period of time, it blocks the channels, right? It blocks the inner wall, and because of that, what happens is your food will not move, right? The undigested food will not move. So that could be the reason for constipation. So these are all the major reasons for having unhealthy colon, right? And if we don't eat right and balanced foods, the waste stored inside the colon like this, it becomes hard and dry over a period of time, and it leads to constipation, right? For most of us, we have this incomplete evacuation. Even though we go to nature's call every day in the morning, but still we are not completely evacuated, right? Most of us can feel it. It looks like this. Dear friends, this is the source of all health issues for humans, right? If your colon is not clean, it is filled with a lot of stool toxins, right? It looks like this. When it looks like this, you cannot feel the energy, and you will not meet your full potential in your life, right? But when your colon looks like this, what happens? It will be clean, no health problems, you feel a lot of energy and enthusiasm, right? You will be able to focus on things, you will reach your full potential. That is why it is very, very important to have a knowledge on colon health. And the problem for majority of the people is, even though they may be taking some nutritious food, some of the people, but still their body may not be able to absorb the nutrition, which means the absorption problem, right? A lot of you might have changed it, like your diet might have made some changes in your diet. Maybe you start including some healthy foods, right? Still you have nutritional deficiency. Like if you take the blood reports, you see you are vitamin B12 deficient, vitamin D deficient, iron deficient, right? Hemoglobin levels are low. One of the reason is, even though you may be eating the foods, but the nutrition in these foods are not being absorbed into the body, because your colon, your small intestine and large intestine walls are filled with the waste and toxins. So when situation is like this, nutrition is not being fully absorbed into the body, right? That's why we need to cleanse our colon at least once a year, right? The complete cleanse. And we need to focus on elimination on a daily basis, right? We need to just give some awareness, we need to give some time, and we need to understand whether my colon is completely clean. If not, we need to use certain simple techniques to do that, right? How we can do? By just adding simple water rich foods contain fiber and other methods, right? So in short, the health of your colon decides the health of the rest of your body. If you can understand this one simple thing, that's it will change the entire perspective of you, and it will change the way you operate, right? The health of your colon decides the health of your body, decides the health of your mind, decides the health of your emotions, right? That is why it is very, very important to detox your body on a regular basis. So the nature's law is very simple. Either you focus on eliminating the waste from the body on a regular basis, or you live with a disease. My dear friends, what do you choose? Yes, most of you choose to be clean from inside, right? Because it is easy. I know you are committed for this. That's why you are attending this sessions and taking lots of this useful knowledge, right? I feel you are very fortunate people to know this wisdom, right? How many of you feel fortunate to be able to understand these basic health practices so that you yourself can make little changes and you can be living healthy and happy for the rest of the life? Because understand, 95% of the people, 95% of the people don't know this knowledge, don't know this logic, right? Because of that, they end up running behind hospitals and medicines for the rest of the life, right? So after knowing all these things, you may ask, then what's the solution? I know that my colon is unhealthy. I know that I'm not focusing on cleansing my colon from inside. I know the mistakes I'm making. Then what's the solution? What are the changes I need to make so that I can have a clean and healthy colon so that I can make my body clean and healthy and disease free? What's the solution? How many of you would like to know the solution? Type yes in the chat box if you would like to know the solution for it. Okay, great. So the first thing, I want everyone to write down these three things which we are going to discuss. Okay, number one, including fiber rich foods in each diet, right? Every time you eat a meal, right? Any meal plate you take, be it in your home, be it in a restaurant, right? Wherever it is, make sure that whether you are adding enough fiber, right? Whether the foods contain at least minimum amount of fiber. One or two foods should be rich of fiber, right? Then you will have this cleansing of colon happens naturally on a daily basis, right? And number two, drinking enough water throughout the day, right? Simply by keeping focus on drinking enough water throughout the day, you will be helping your colon to clean from inside, right? So these are the two simple practices you can add. And the third one, the most important one, is using natural techniques to clean the colon, right? We can use some natural techniques to cleanse the colon from inside and to detox the colon once and for all. What is that? The first natural technique is using triphala powder, right? So you can use 1/4 spoon of triphala before going to bed. That acts as a natural laxative and helps to have clean and complete bowel movements in the next day, right? Don't take too much. Don't be habituated for that. Just start taking just little bit of triphala every day. Just before going to bed, take 50 ml or 100 ml, little bit of water, add triphala powder. I hope everyone know, right? Triphala. It is used in Ayurveda. So it is a combination of three herbs, right? When you mix this triphala powder with the water and when you drink it, it acts as a natural laxative and it starts creating movements in your colon. So the next day you will have a clear bowel movement, right? So this is one simple technique you use. And yes, you can use it for almost 20-21 days in a stretch, right? It does not create much habit formation, but I don't want you to depend on it throughout your life, right? But just understand it whenever you need, whenever you feel like you are a little bit constipated, you are not evacuating your bowel, and you understand your colon is not clean, right? You can use it for 7 days, 10 days, 15, 20 days, or even 1 month, right? If you are someone who is chronic constipated, then you can use it for 2 or 3 months in a straight, but don't take it too much in quantity, right? And the technique number two is, the second natural technique to clean the colon is using enema. Enema is a natural technique to clean the colon with normal plain water, right? How you take the shower to clean the body from outside, right? Every day, you take the shower with water inside to clean the colon, right? As simple as that. So it's an internal cleanse. You are giving it to clean the colon. So we use enema kit for that. So enema kit looks like this, very simple. There is a pot and there is a tube and there is a valve, right? Very simple kit. So how to get enema kit, right? So you can get it very easily. Nowadays it is available in every medical shop, or you can buy it online from Amazon or other online platforms. So using enema is very simple, right? Once you understand it, right, you can do it again and again very easily. And you understand it by doing it once, as simple as that, right? Let's see a video on how to use enema, right? Let's observe this, and we are going to share this video with you after having this session as well. Just observe it, how to use the enema.
Hello, this is a follow along enema video. Right before you take the enema, play this video and my voiceover will guide you. Complete all the steps methodically and safely. There will be a visually playing and this video. You don't necessarily need to see the screen. You can simply place your phone somewhere or you can hear the audio and then you can follow all the steps as well. Attach the pipe to the pot. Also attach the small nozzle to the tip of the pipe. Then wash your enema pot 2 to 3 times with water. Next, we are going to fill the pot with water. Before you do that, make sure you lock the water from flowing down. There must be a small regulator attached to your pipe. Simply press it to block flow of the incoming water. Now, add to your pot anywhere between 200 to 300 ml of water, whatever you feel comfortable with. Tap water is good to use, but if you have slightest hesitation to use tap water, in that case, you can use drinking water. Also, make sure that your water is at room temperature. It should neither to be or hot because we don't want to put pressure on your intestines. We suggest if you're taking enema for the first time, start only with 200. Don't add anything extra and nothing at all. Just pure and fresh water. Once your water is added to the pot, close the tap. Now comes time to lubricate the tip of the pipe, which is also called as nozzle. Take out some coconut oil or any other natural oils on the palm of your hand. Coat the nozzle with the oil. Please do not use any chemical based oil, and lubricating the tip will make sure that it can easily and effortlessly slides into the rectum. So make sure that you do not skip this step. You have lubricated the tip of your pipe. Also, you have filled the water. Now find a place in your bathroom which is at the slightest height, a height which is little above your waistline. That would be perfect. It could be a shelf or a table, even a slab in your bathroom. Place your enema pot at this height. Now, place a rug or a yoga mat below where you can kneel down. Simply kneel down on your mat with knees on the ground. Simply take the lubricated pipe and insert it into your rectum. Just 2 inches, not much at all. Remember, this should not pain at all. Keep holding the pipe that it does not fall out for any reason. If you cannot kneel down in this position, you can keep it in a do it in a standing position. Now, while you're in this position, with one hand, holding the pipe and open the switch on the other hand. The water will start flowing the pot into the intestines. In case you don't feel like it's flowing properly, just try adjusting the pipe by pulling the pipe slightly in and out. In about 2 to 3 minutes, all the water will transform from the pot to your rectum. Once the pot becomes completely empty, take out the nozzle and keep the enema kit and pipe and wash the enema pot. Now you have to hold the water inside for about 5 minutes. I would suggest kneeling down on the mat in this position for gravitational flow. It will allow the water to go into your intestines and all the waste gets softened in the intestines. Or now get up and start walking gently. While you walk, just wet your retained water and massage your abdomen clockwise and anti-clockwise. As you are massaging your abdomen while walking, the waste inside is leaving its place. If you can hold the water for a few minutes, then it is great. Pause the video and lie down on a couch. But if you're feeling the pressure to awake here, go to the bathroom, sit on the toilet, and simply release. But eventually, you may also see some dark and stinky stuff come out, which is nothing but really old paper matter. Perhaps the first time you see any waste coming out. Please understand. The water moistens the hardest stone in the rectum, further initiates evacuation in a few minutes. As the old dryness gets softened, eventually it will eliminate.
So yeah, we will share the video with you, right? And it seems little long or it seems little difficult for the first time if you are seeing it for the first time, but trust me, it is easy, right? Such an easy thing. If you understand it, it does not take more than 5 minutes, right? If you do it once, it becomes easy and you can do it within less than 5 minutes, all the entire process, because it is for the first time you feel little overwhelmed, right? And there are some points to note while you are using the enema, right? What are those? Number one, wash enema for 2 to 3 times, right? We strongly suggest that you do not use more than 300 ml of water, simply because we don't want to put more pressure on the colon, right? So even if you put 600 700 ml of water once, it does not hurt immediately, but over a period of time, I suggest you not to take too much water. Don't focus on too much water, focus on how much time you can hold the water. That is the most important thing. And yeah, if you are using the enema for the first time, you can start with 200 250 ml of water, right? And how do we know the measurement, right? It is indicated on the enema part. Whenever you buy the enema part, you can see it. There is a clear indication of the measurement. So generally the enema part can be 1 liter, or sometimes it can be 1.5 liters. So there is a very clear indication, so you can see and you can fill up to 300 350 ml maximum. And what kind of water should I use, right? So you can use the tap water, or you can use the normal drinking water. Okay, you don't have to think much about water, but don't add anything on the in the water, right? Don't add any kind of medicine or anything, right? Always use just simple plain water which you can find from your tap or your drinking water. And what temperature should be the water should be? So the room temperature is good, or it can be little warm water, lukewarm water, right? Don't use too hot or too cold water for enema, right? Just use simple normal temperature or lukewarm water. And also most of us have these doubts. Number one, is it difficult to use? Dear friends, trust me, it is not difficult to use. It seems little complicated for the first time, but from second time onwards, it feels very easy to use the enema, right? The entire process does not take more than 5 minutes. And second thing, is it painful, right? So enema is not a painful process, right, anymore. But while doing this, lubricate the knob with the oil, right? You have seen the knob, right? So just lubricate with any kind of oil. If you use coconut oil or any kind of oil, just use little oil on the tip of the knob so that it will get into your rectum very easily. You don't feel any pain or any discomfort. And question number three, is it safe to use enema? My dear friends, it is completely safe to use enema because it's a very natural technique, right? You are not putting anything inside your body. All you are doing is just putting the water inside your colon so that it creates little pleasure and it will trigger all this waste to come out. As simple as that. How you use water outside to take the bath, same way you are using the water to put little pressure on your stool so that it will come out, right? It is very safe. There is no harm while using the enema or after using enema, right? And is it habit forming? Some of the people has a doubt that whether this enema is a habit forming. Maybe after 6 months, 1 year, without enema I will not be able to get the normal bowel movements. Generally enema is not habit forming, but we should not depend on enema every time, right? Not only enema, we should not depend on anything external, right? So if we eat the right food, the balanced food, we don't need enema, right? But you can use it as a tool whenever it is needed, right? So that is why it is safe to use, but don't too much depend on it. But you can use it anytime, right? It's a simple tool, natural tool, which you can use anytime when you need it, anytime when you feel constipated or you feel your bowel movement is incomplete and you feel that you have been eating some hard foods, right? If anytime you feel that, you can use it anytime, right? Have a personal enema part for yourself. Always put it in your washroom. Whenever you need it, you can use it. And question number 5, how long should I take it? So there is no fixed number of days that you should take enema. It depends on your individual needs, right? Once you start it, you can continue for 7 days in a row, right? And remember, taking in lot of water is not important, right? Holding the water for sufficient amount of time is more important, because if you can hold the water for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, so it is going to put a lot of pressure on your stool and your stool is going to completely evacuate it, right? So it's not about the quantity of water, it's about how much time you can hold the water. And enema can be taken up to 7 days. And if you are severely constipated, you can take up to 21 days in a row, right? And generally I recommend to take it for 7 days and give you a long gap and then take it for anywhere between 3 to 7 days. See, it's up to your judgment. Once you understand how to use it, you yourself will be in a position to handle how to use the enema kit. Nobody has to tell you from outside. And what is the best time to take the enema? Understand, my dear friends, the best time to take the enema is on an empty stomach early in the morning, right? That is when you don't have anything digested in your body, right? You will have a lot of stool. That is when it will be very effective, right? Sometimes it can be taken in during the day as well. If you are severely constipated or you want to get rid of this particular stool, right, immediately because you have something to do, so in those very occasional special moments you can take the enema anytime. But on a regular basis, take enema on an empty stomach early in the morning. That's the best time to do. Maybe after drinking water, right, before breakfast, before eating anything. And when you do enema, remember, you may get some dark stool, right? But it is okay, it is normal. Don't panic when you get the black stools, right, when you do the enema, because it is an indication of the stored waste, right? The waste that has been stuck to your colon for a very long time, it is being eliminated from your body. In fact, it is a very good sign. If you have any dark stools, it is a very good sign that all these dark stools which has been stored in your body for a very long time, maybe months, sometimes years together, it is being eliminated by using the enema, right? And finally, what is today's challenge? My dear friends, I hope everyone understand today's concept, because it is very, very important. If you can understand this, then you will be in a position to be able to work on your health, right? So that you can see a completely different shift in your health, right? So today's challenge is to prepare the, like, not preparing, today's challenge is to having that awareness of including fiber rich foods in every meal, right? That is one thing. And second thing is either using trifala or enema, right, to cleanse the colon. If you have any of these things, trifala or enema with you right now, you can start it from tomorrow. If you don't have, just order it, get it and start using that. Okay, so that's it for the day. If you have any doubt regarding anything, just let us know in the WhatsApp group. We will give you clarity. Okay. And all the very best. And I hope everyone will attend morning wellness session, which is very, very important. And start practicing these small changes, right? So great. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great sleep. Enjoy the day. Keep smiling.
Let me answer a few questions. So myself, Dhanush, I had enema done 2 weeks ago in hospital, so no need to go for enema, Abhishek. No need. Can we go to a nearby clinic and get it done? Okay, that's up to you. It's very easy to follow. If you're not comfortable, you can go to a nearest place or somewhere and you can do it. And I'm going to answer all the questions. What are the questions or clarifications you require? Just drop your question. I'm going to answer. So, can we take every Sunday for 7 days? Since daily going for office, so continuously for 7 days may not be possible. So, no worries, Praveen. At least do it for 2 days. At least do it for 2 days. Okay, at least 2 days. You can start from tomorrow. It will take 10 to 15 minutes. It won't take much time. Okay, do it for 2 days if you're not comfortable doing 7 days. It's all about doing at least a day. Start tomorrow. That will be better rather than delaying it 7 days. It won't happen. You have to do this continuously. Can we take enema and trifla? Yes, you can take both the enema and trifla. I have both trifla powder and enema kit. Can I take trifla tea today? And can I do enema in the also? Yeah. So let me tell you, trifla you can take tonight, and enema you can do it tomorrow morning. Okay. Enema should always you have to do it after your natural bowel movement. Once you're done with a regular bowel movement, one you have to do it. Okay. And if you're a person who is really constipated, then you can directly go for it. Okay. So, Rupa Chandra, you have to attend live. You have to attend live, sir. You have to attend live. That is the reason I clearly mentioned. Today's session is a bit short. You have to attend on live. I mean, what you call on time. Uh, so there is no such a thing called medical test. The only test to check your colon is colonoscopy. You can do the colonoscopy to understand what kind of damage you have done to your colon. There is a thing called colonoscopy. Colonoscopy. Okay, but it's a bit pricey. If you want, you can go for it. Uh, what to add in Trifla? Nothing. Water plus Trifla. Water plus Trifla. Bus. Oh yeah. Just those two only. Okay, if the Trifla is not suiting, you can stop it. What we clearly mentioned, you can, if anyone is having allergy towards amla or having loose stools, they can stop taking it. I clearly already previously mentioned, na? Okay, how to take Trifla? It's very easy. Take a small teaspoon. Teaspoon is nothing but a very, very minute one. Just mix it up in a glass of water and just sip it. That's it. Okay. Yeah, and the best time is after dinner, before sleep. Give a gap of at least 1 hour. Have fissures, hemorrhoids, have stomach pain, H. pylori induced gut inflammation. There is burning sensation. My colonoscopy was done. Had mild colitis. Should I do Trifla? So with regarding to the Trifla, yes, you can go for it. There is no problem with it, Abhishek. I'm now bloating. Can I use enema now? So first of all, if you're having bloating, you should not do enema. Bloating is nothing but gas trapped inside your stomach. Take an Eno packet for an instant relief or have CCFT for an instant relief. Okay. So సౌజన్య CCFT కానీ Eno packet కానీ తీసుకోండి మీరు peanuts తీసుకున్నారు right? So you have taken peanuts right? You have taken boiled peanuts. Boiled peanuts for some people it will be very hard to digest. Because of that you have bloating. Don't worry, it will be all right. Should we take Trifala and enema both at a time? Yes, you can take both at a time, not an issue. But oh, no, sorry. Enema should you have to do it in the morning, not now. In the morning, you have to do it on empty stomach. And Trifala, you can take it now, not in the morning. Okay. H. pylori, first of all, H. pylori is not a big deal, right? If you are a person who is having allergy towards amla, that means if you are having burning sensation, then you have to stop taking amla. If you don't have an issue, then you can take it. I'm having gastritis. I think I've already answered. I'm having gastritis. This Trefla and enema is compulsory for this part of detox journey. Mahesh, I don't think so. Gastritis is nothing but inflammation. I don't think so. Taking Trefla won't, I mean, will cause any problem.
And with regarding to the enema, it's completely safe and fine. You can do it. You can do it. Okay. Please provide the day planner including the structure. Whatever it was already there in the notes, Mr. Sridhar Chandra. Follow the day 3. Follow the day 3. I have stopped acidity tablet from today. Hope it is okay. 100% is fine. It's 100% is fine. So yeah, and one more thing, people are asking where to submit the blood report. Let me open the WhatsApp. Everyone kindly open the WhatsApp right away. Kindly open the WhatsApp right away. I'm just posting a link in the WhatsApp group. I want each and every one of you to book the blood test. I mean, sorry, book the consultation call. If you have the blood reports or if you don't have the blood reports, kindly book it. I'm just sharing one more time in the group. Forward. Uh, yes, I have forwarded it in the group. Just have a look, everyone. Kindly have a look, and I'm just sharing the screen with you guys. Just have a look. I'm in middle of a session, Ra. I'm in middle of a session. I'm in middle of a session. Could you please call me after some time? Yeah. Hello. Yes. I think everyone able to see my screen, right? I'm just sharing my screen. Just give me one sec. Yeah. So everyone just go to the group. Uh, so click on this link. I have shared this link in our group. Click on this link. If you click on this link, it is going to redirect. Okay, it is going to redirect. Submit your details correctly. Enter your age properly. Then the date of birth. What are the date of birth you have? Submit all the details properly. You need to type down your profession, problems, describe about you. Array, sharing screen was paused. Why, man? Yeah. So submit your details properly. What kind of medication you're taking, what kind of diagnosis is there, existing medical condition, any allergies, everything you need to submit. And the kind of breakfast you eat, the kind of dinner you eat, the kind of lunch you're eating, how many times in a week or month you're doing. Kindly submit all the details. If you are physical activity and what kind of physical activity do you engage and how many hours you sleep per day. Submit all the details properly because based on this our team is going to share the guidelines with you. Okay, family, if you have all sort of a stress, you can submit all sort of a stress. Okay, and how many liters of water you're drinking, just submit that. If you have the blood report, upload the blood report. Okay, if you have what are the reports you have, just upload it. And if you have the recent report or recent photo of yours, just upload your photo. Just upload your photo. I'm just uploading some random photo here. Okay, just upload it. And after submitting your blood reports, you can submit as yes. Okay, if you don't have your blood reports, submit as no. If you have blood report, submit as yes. Then if you do it, mention it as submit, the bus, it was submitted. Okay, you will get it will take some time. After that, you can see thank you for taking time to complete this survey. Now what you have to do, after submitting, you will get a confirmation message. Let me show how. Like this, you will get a confirmation message. Hi, thanks for filling the form. Yeah, now you can see I got a message. I have filled the form, right? I have received the message. Thank you for filling the form. You can book the consultation call with a gut health expert. Click on this link. Now choose the time slots. Monday, the available time slot 2:30, 3:30, 6 o'clock. The time slots are available. You can book it. Okay. And again, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you can choose whatever the time slot is. Just choose it. That's it. Okay. Just do it. I want each and every one of you to do it. I want each and every one of you to do it. Just do it. If you do the same way, you will get the notification. You will get the notification. Okay, you will get the notification that it was confirmed. You can see a message also. Let me show you. Yeah. Hi Sailendra, Monday 22nd September, this time your confirmation call was scheduled, and you can see the message also. This is how it is going to visible. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, and completed all this, sir. When can I get a call? సౌజన్య, మీకు తెలుగులో కావాలంటే టైం పడుతుంది. ఓకే, I have filled the form but I have not received any confirmation. So people who have not yet received, even after filling the form, kindly message in the group. I will help you. I'm in home, it's very hard to do enema. Can you suggest me any other associated clinic to near? So Hare Krishna, even if you are in home, you have a washroom, right? It's very easy to follow. It's all about understanding. It's not a shameful thing, okay? It's not a shameful thing, and it's completely normal how you are brushing every day. The same way you're brushing inside, that's it. Okay? Yeah. So Mr. Shahjad, I have already shared the link with you, sir. Just have a look. I have submitted my report and you can see the link. Just now I have showed you right how to do it and all. Just do it. If you have not yet done, uh, Rupa Chandra, I have shared a link with you, sir. I have shared a link with you. Kindly check the WhatsApp properly to book directly with the what we call the cancellation form. You can directly book it. Okay, do it. So please suggest, can I take chamomile tea and triphala? Please confirm. Yes, you can take it. You can take it. You can take it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And people who have completed their consultation calls, I'm going to share the prescription also. I'm going to share the prescription most probably tonight. If not tomorrow, I'm going to share it. I just want each and every one of you to book the consultation call and get a detailed prescription, what to do and what are things, what are the deficiencies. Based on that, our team is going to suggest if there is anything required. So make sure, like, you're following the things. Yeah. So, sir, I missed today's session. Can I get Kalakundur? You have to attend live now. If you're attending live, only then you will get the benefit, madam. Can I take the enema without? Can I take both with time gap? So you didn't. Yeah, you can give a gap of 1 hour for between both the chamomile tea and trifla. You can give. You can give, Mr. Sai. Yes. What's that? Sorry, sir, I was not aware about today's class being Sunday. So first of all, here you are there to improve your health, right? There is no we not came here for a holiday, right? So what's the point of taking holiday? And we don't give any holidays. Okay, so there is no holiday. There is no holiday. So Mr. Vurigesh Nainan, 100% sure the audio will be there. There is a button at the top of the phone. Okay. If you have, there is a symbol there. You have to click on that if it is not audible. The problem is with the device. Okay. I can see everyone can listen the audio. Only one or two people who don't know how to use the Zoom, that's the problem. 100% sure the audio will be there. Without that, how? Like, because in the background, we check what is happening, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm just sharing all the resources. I'm going to share the Trifala, I'm going to share the enema, I'm going to share Epsom salt, I'm going to share all the things. Just have a look and make sure you're attending tomorrow's session, as we have mental and emotional detox healing sessions tomorrow and day after tomorrow. So make sure everyone is attending because it is compulsory. Okay. At what time gap we can take enema after waking up in the morning? Enema, like there is no such a thing. Try for a regular bowel movement. Once you're done with a regular bowel movement, you can try it. You can try it. For narrow stool, pencil stool, what happens? What is that narrow stool and pencil stool? I didn't understand. I haven't seen a narrow stool and pencil stool. Uh, Bristol stool chart. Bristol. I'm gonna share a thing here. Everyone kindly be here. Understood what kind of stool you have. So just look into your stool chart. What is your stool consistency? Type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, type 5, type 6, type 7. Which stool type you have? Type down in the chart box, everyone. Which stool type you have? Type down. Type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, type 5, type 6, type 7. Which stool type? Based on that, you can understand what exactly the problem you have. You can see if you are having what we call separate hard lumps in a small lumps, you have type 1. If you are having, you can see the consistency. Based on that, you can understand. Always you should have a type 3 and type 4. These are the ideal ways to be. Anything between one type 1 and type 2, it is a consistency of what we called constipation. Anything from type 5, type 6, type 7, diarrhea. If you're having 5, 6, 7, bacteria dominated or IBS dominated, like gut microbiome imbalance, we can say. Okay, so you need to work on anything if you're having other than type 3 and type 4. Type 1, type 2 is type 2, type 1 and type 2, it's completely constipation dominated. Type 5, type 6, type 7, it's a diarrhea dominated. So you need to work on that. Okay, yeah, type 3. Okay, so the same way you need to work on, everybody should work on if you are having this inconsistent stool consistency. ठीक है. I'm just closing the session, so there's no questions here. I'm just closing the session. So thank you everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you.